Drum roll, please. Hey guys, Ben here from Huckberry, and welcome back to the Huckberry Gear Lab. Today, I am very excited. We have got a special unboxing. We are getting a first look at an all-new Alpine Portage Classic Mock dropping this fall from Red Wing. I know everyone is anxiously waiting to get a sneak peek. Let's do a quick refresher. Red Wing started in 1905 in Red Wing, Minnesota. That is where they're still based. That is still where they make their boots. They are still family owned. The family that started Red Wing are still running Red Wing. Made in America has been the foundation to Red Wing since the very beginning, all the way up to present day. Boots that have quite literally built America. They have started and still have that root and foundation as a trusted work boot. So that's a good segue shifting into this particular style that we're gonna be talking about, and that is their iconic mock toe. Probably the most recognizable of any in the Red Wing line. It transcends styles, it transcends activities better than most boots that could be in your closet. So, and it comes from their heritage line. A quick little, we're gonna do one more history lesson. 1970s Japan. The Japanese, incredibly impeccable in their style and their taste, started taking those workwear boots and bringing them into sort of their more lifestyle everyday wear, and thus the birth of Red Wing heritage and the line that we now carry in the boot that I'm going to be talking about. Red Wing does a really nice job of digging back into their incredible archives. We talked about the history and finding old leathers and bringing them back in new iterations, and that is exactly what we're gonna look at here. So this is the Alpine Portage mock toe, new for this fall. So the grand reveal, the Alpine Portage Classic Mock. This is a beautiful, deep, quiet green, if you will. What I really love about Red Wing, especially when they do these exclusive colorways, the archival inspiration that they really dig into. Red Wing actually owns their own tannery. So from the leather all the way to the construction, what that means, they also have this incredible library. We got to see it firsthand of leathers that are currently being used, but that have been used in years past. So this particular color is actually inspired by one of the classic Red Wing styles, which is the Iris Setter 888. And this was a color in the 1960s. From far away, it may look like a darker, rich brown, but you get up close and you can really see that uniqueness in the color. You can see the contrast stitching, this sort of beautiful champagne stitching. You've got some of the brown accents of the laces. You've got the black tread sole. Let's talk about the things that have remained completely unchanged, and that is the construction. Why do people have Red Wings for 10, 20, 30, 40 years? It's because of, again, the materials and then how they put everything together. So I'm gonna hit on some of the quick highlights. First and foremost, the Goodyear Welt 360 stitching. What does that mean? This boot is resolable. It's also water resistant. I wouldn't call it waterproof, but this is a boot that's meant to be worn for many, many generations. You look at the Puritan stitching. That is a really unique and a very old school way of constructing boots. That Puritan stitch is this 3-stitch reinforcement you see on the front of the boots. This is a point of friction. This is where you are obviously bending your foot most. There's a lot of tension and stress in that part of the boot. So that Puritan stitch is what ensures that longevity. You're obviously very familiar with the classic sort of off-white neutral sole. This black is a nice addition to this entire boot, really complements the green really well. You take this wedge sole, built for comfort. It is that sort of iconic workwear style, and obviously really that recognizable feature to the mock toe in addition to the mock construction at the top. You couple that, there's a cork bed inside, and then there's a leather insole in the bottom. So all of those factors combined, the more that you wear this, the shoe molds to your feet, particularly on the inside. I can tell you from experience, the more that you wear them, month after month, you slide your feet in and you've got a little imprint of your feet. A couple other important details. It's got a gusseted tongue, so that provides dirt and water resistance coming all the way up here. It comes with 2 laces, so you've got this classic rope lace with a little contrast color, and then you've got a black leather lace, depending on your style, how you're wearing it. This particular boot and this particular style, again, that sort of black meets luxe green, it certainly can play in a variety of different places, and that's what I love about the mock toe in general. Let's talk a little bit about sizing. Always a question when it comes to boots. I am typically a 12.5, sometimes a 13 in Nike. With the Red Wing Classic Mock, I wear an 11.5. You've really got to wear them in and they mold to your feet. So you don't want them too big, because the more that it wears in, your foot's gonna slip around a lot. You don't want them too tight, obviously. So I size down at least one size. I could probably size down a size and a half if I'm only gonna be wearing lighter socks. So that's also a consideration. Where are you wearing them? What's the climate? What type of socks are you wearing? Everyone's different. So if you've got additional questions, we've got an amazing CX team that can help you. Red Wing has got some amazing resources to help guide you. I am, as I continue to say, incredibly excited to have this special edition Alpine Portage boot as part of our Red Wing assortment. There are very few brands that have done it for as long as Red Wing has, done it with such consistency, such focus on quality. They are one of the iconic boot brands in the world, period. So if you got additional questions about this boot, how to wear it, you want to see other recommendations from Red Wing, as always, we want to hear from you here in the Gear Lab. So drop your comments in the comment section, hit us up in our DMs, send us an email. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for much more from the new Huckberry Gear Lab. Check out our Red Wing collection on Huckberry this fall, and we will see you out there.